Okay, welcome to Fluffy Waddles. I want to talk about something that I was trying to do research on and I couldn't find it anywhere. I saw people hatching them out, but nobody really talking about East Indies. And these are my 3 East Indies that I successfully hatched. Whoops! They are very wiggly. So I wanted to talk about, they are very similar to call ducks. So the research that I was doing was to leave East Indies alone when they're hatching out. I'm only going to tell you my experience. All the research I was doing was leave them alone because they, even though they're small like bantam birds, the call ducks that they have, they're shaped different, so they don't have those flat faces, the short necks, the short beaks, that kind of thing. I gotta keep an eye on them, so that they should be able to hatch out by themselves. So I listened to that. I had 6 eggs, and as you can see, I only have 3. I noticed 2 pipped. They were rocking and rolling. They were having a really hard time hatching out, and if I did not step in and help these little guys, they would not have made it. So I did treat these little guys just like call ducks, and that's why these little boogers are here with me today. So I know each hatch, just like every pregnancy, is different when you're hatching out babies. But with these birds, because their eggs are so small and they are so small, I would definitely keep a close eye on them. And if you see them shadowing inside of the aerosol, my opinion, and I'm not a professional, I'm only telling you from my opinion, I would step in. I would just make a safety air hole if you see them shadowing, and then on the 4-hour mark, I would step in every 4 hours and chip slowly at the air cell until you see them. And then once you, I will post photos in my video, but you basically are chipping away all the way at the air cell. When you see the veins and stuff like that on the membrane, obviously if they're bright red, you're not gonna they're all biting me, you are not going to mess around with the membrane. If you can get the, since they're shadowing, their beak should be out, I would just make sure their beak is cleared of membrane. That's about it, and leave them alone. And every 4 hours, check on them and see if they're the veins are drying up and turning brown. And you could slowly move back that membrane, and do that every 4 hours. So that way they have plenty of time to absorb their yolk sac. Then once I have them completely cleared, which I will show you in the pictures at the end of the video, I left them alone, and they should be able to get the strength to push out the egg by themselves, which is really important because once they're done absorbing that yolk sac, they have the energy to push out the egg by themselves. If you keep chipping away, and, sorry guys, hold on. Sorry about that. If you keep chipping away at them, and just take them out the egg, you can actually take them out too early, and their yolk sac could be really big, and that could be fatal and very dangerous for them. So I would definitely just chip away where everything is clear and they look like they're curled up in the egg, and they will push out on their own. That's exactly how I treat my call ducks, and this is how I treated them, and I actually saved their lives. If I did not do that, they would not be here right now. So, and I was going off all the research. I was watching videos, but like I said, I couldn't find anything on East Indies. So I wanted to really make a short video about them. So, I know, guys. Hold on, you little poopies. Oh, I treated them also when I incubate them. I kept them at 38% humidity, between 38 and 45% humidity through the whole incubation. When it was lockdown time, they're bantam ducks, so they're the same amount of time as call ducks. So you could do your research on how to hatch out call ducks. There's a lot of good videos out there. They're not as long as regular ducks. I believe it's like 26 days they hatch out. So at day 22, day 23, and actually they were in their air cell at day 22. So That's when I put them on lockdown. He's just chewing on my finger. um, so I kept the humidity very low because the humidity low is really important to be able to make sure that the air cell can lose a lot of moisture and allow these little guys in that small little egg to be able to have enough space to breathe. So it's really important. Treat it like call ducks. I would definitely step in and assist if you see their beaks hitting the air cell. Like two of them pipped, but they didn't do anything more than that. It was too much. They were too tiny. So yeah, say goodbye, guys. All right. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please put your comments down below, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. But this is just a short little video on anyone that's looking for information for East Indies. Treat them like call ducks. Be prepared to step in. Slowly help them out of the egg. Get it to a safe point where they are fully, like, you could see them. I'll show pictures, like I said. Don't take them out of the egg, but chip away at the whole air cell. Clean out the membrane slowly when the veins are turning brown. And allow them to push out by themselves. Okay? God bless you guys.